Let's talk about 1999.
Woo!
Because I was in a stream recently and I mentioned that we just watched a movie that came out in 1999 that you've never seen, The Matrix. And a bunch of people commented, rightfully so, they were like, man, that was a good year for film. And I started thinking about it and my brain was like, oh yeah, this and that and this. Then I did a little Google search and I was like, holy shit. Like I forgot how many just banger movies came out in 1999. Like maybe one of the best years for film of my entire life.
Wow.
Really, really amazing. And we can do a whole list, but let's start with, you've watched some movies recently that came out in 1999 that you watched in 2026 for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And you watched The Matrix on Sunday morning. Saturday morning, we watched the first half, or Saturday night, and then Sunday morning, you watched the second half. So hit me with your thoughts. My beautiful Korean wife raised in a Korean family that didn't watch a lot of white people movies. What did you think of The Matrix?
I think I had no idea what the movie is about.
Awesome. You didn't know anything going in.
No, the only references I've heard just over the years is definitely like the red pill and the blue pill, but I never actually like researched or like figured out what that meant. And then obviously like the like karate moves.
You knew there was like
and, like
a lot
dodging bullets and
dodging
shit like
bullets, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
And red pill, blue pill. Can I ask you really quick, just before I get your thoughts?
Yeah.
And I didn't ask you this before. When you would hear, oh, they're like red pill guys, or like that, if you heard that before you saw this movie, like what did that mean to you when you heard that? Like, I think you obviously knew it was connected to The Matrix somehow, but you don't hear it in the context of just The Matrix. These days when people talk about, they sent me the American Caper volume, okay? The title for that anthology is called Red Pill Blues.
Got it.
It is drawn from the secondary cultural reference of red pilling. And do you understand that now? Did you understand that before the movie?
I've heard the reference when we watch Adolescence. That TV show.
Shit, you're right.
Where the kid was talking about the red pill, blue pill.
Right.
And they explained it a little bit, but I still was like, I don't know. Like,
right. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, what the hell does that mean? I've been invited to like Matrix themed parties. Always heard blue pill, red pill.
Right.
And like the leather, the outfit. And I was like, okay, like I've seen movie posters and
you're like,
stuff.
Is this about cold medicine? Is it like red pill is daytime Dayquil and then blue pill is NyQuil? Is this Dayquil, NyQuil?
Wait, someone just said they watched it a couple months ago for the first time.
I just watched The Matrix a couple months ago for the first time with my
blank, and we were blown away. Maybe wife?
Yeah, maybe wife, maybe kid. Urban Shogun. Adolescence was so good, 100%.
Yeah, but
okay, so your thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, my thoughts on the movie.
Now that you've seen it,
it's a good movie. There's definitely some like gross parts that I didn't need to watch, honestly. If Rob just explained what happened, I'd be like, okay, cool, and then just kind of move on. But yeah, that was really gross. Did not need to see that. But it's a fun movie. Obviously, Keanu Reeves is amazing. I loved Trinity. I thought she was a great actress.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah, I'd never seen her work before.
I can always tell when you like someone's performance, because if we're watching a movie and you don't know one of the actors, which a lot of times like you don't know them unless they're like A-list celebrity famous, you don't know, like a deep cut actor, actress, you know, you don't have that knowledge. And if we're watching a movie and you go, what's her name? If you go, what's that guy, the blonde guy, what's his name? I'm like, oh, you like them. That's like, you know what I mean?
You clocked like.
That's how I clocked that you're enjoying their performance, is because you're like, it's almost like you saw a cute person at a party and you're like, what's their Instagram? What is their name? And I was like, that's Carrie Ann Moss. And unfortunately for all of us, there are not a lot of other Carrie Ann Moss performances for you to go enjoy. There are some.
Yeah.
Ain't no performance from Carrie Ann Moss like Trinity, dude.
Got it.
It's
but she was great.
And she's in all 3 of the movies.
And Oracle.
Yeah.
Man, that woman's incredible.
She's really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to break your heart a little bit. You ready?
She died.
She died, but not only did the actress die, I mean, this movie's like it's like 27 years ago. So it's reasonable that an old lady in 1999 would not be around right now. But here's what sucks about that. So they filmed The Matrix. It was a risk. The Wachowski sisters at the time, Wachowski brothers, the Wachowskis, we'll just say, were new filmmakers. You know, they had made stuff, but they weren't like, it wasn't like the Russo brothers where you're like, oh, yeah, we'll give you a shot at a multi-million-dollar thing. Like, it was a risk to make this movie. Lawrence Fishburne had notoriety a little bit. Joe Pantoliano, who played Cypher, he had, you know, some credit. But Carrie Ann Moss was new, and then Keanu Reeves was the big get. And I told you it was supposed to be Will Smith. And he turned it down to do Wild Wild West. Wild West, which is not a smart decision at the end of the day, it turns out. However, that would have been so cool to see Will Smith in that, but it would have been a completely different movie. And shout out Wild Wild West, which I love. I love that movie. A lot of people hate it, but I'm telling you, it's dope. Anyway, here's where I'm going to break your heart. So they made the first movie. It was a huge risk, but it was a very successful, obviously. The Matrix was like a smash hit and a sleeper hit because people didn't know it was going to be big. Yeah. They thought Wild Wild West was going to be big. Wasn't. Yeah. So they immediately, after the success of The Matrix, greenlight a trilogy. They go, okay, greenlight. You see what I did? Because of The Matrix? Yeah. Okay. So they then go and they make the second and third one back to back. You know how like when they do that and they just go film both movies. That's what they did with The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions. Unfortunately, even though the Oracle is a very important character, the actress who plays her in the first movie passes away before they shoot the second 2 movies. So she shows back up, but she's played by someone else. And they write in a little line of like, yeah, she's reiterated into another version because the Oracle's always changing. Yeah. Now, credit where credit's due. The lady who plays her in the second 2 movies is lovely. She really is very good at the part. They did not do like you're disappointed. The only reason you're disappointed is that the first lady doesn't come back, and she's so good. Yeah. Like she just crushes. And you know what? I feel bad I'm not bringing up her name. I'm going to bring it up now for both of them. What else did you think about the movie?
I thought Morpheus was all right.
What?
Yeah, I think it's not his acting or anything, but I don't know if problem's the right word, but I'm just this movie is very like, nothing's real. Like, is it something? Is it not? Like, it's just this constant, like.
What are you saying right now? Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus is amazing. you better come correct.
I mean,
I'm not saying you have to change your opinion, but I want to understand it.
I mean, he plays a very intense character. Like it's very much like he controls a lot of stuff and when they go into the Matrix,
Yeah.
I was just not on board with that.
You were not on board with what?
With that whole world. Like, okay, Morpheus says that he is saving Neo from being a slave
Right.
in the real world.
Right.
But what Morpheus is doing to his family, his group of people, like he's essentially kind of controlling the narrative. Like if they ask questions, he's like, well, is anything real? Like he just constantly does that over and over again.
What you're touching on is not as offensive as I took it.
Okay.
I thought you were trying to get at the idea that he wasn't an interesting character or like just didn't do it for you. But what it sounds like, and you please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm taking from what you're saying is the movie kind of props him up for you, the audience, to be like, Morpheus.
Yeah.
He's like maybe more the hero than Neo is because he believed in Neo or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, the choices he's making as a character and as a leader are problematic.
Yes.
You're saying like APOC dies. Spoiler alert, this movie's 27 years old.
I love how you have to do that.
APOC dies, Switch dies, Mouse dies, Dozer dies, Tank almost dies, Cypher, I don't want to ruin the future of that story for you. It's a little complicated because I think we should watch at least the second one. We'll see if you still want to watch the third one. The second, dude, Matrix Reloaded is amazing. And if you look on Rotten Tomatoes, I think it's rated even higher than the first one.
You mentioned that it's your favorite one.
Dude, The Matrix Reloaded is incredible. It doesn't have the like the pull of waking him up for the first time and discovering the world. I mean, you can never do that with a sequel. But it's got some serious Empire Strikes Back energy where you're like, man, they had the weird task of trying to top that first thing and they kind of fucking did it. Like it's really good. And it includes one of the most expensive action sequences in the history of film.
Wow.
Because they built a section of highway and have a freeway chase. And rather than CGI a bunch of stuff, they had a tremendous amount of practical vehicles they destroyed. They bought and destroyed like hundreds of cars and really blew them up and crashed them and and it's real.
Yeah.
Matrix Reloaded is great. I got a shout out and I made a mistake. So let me walk that back. Gloria Foster is the Oracle in the first two movies.
First two movies.
In the third movie, she died between the filming of 2 and 3, which was a narrow window. She died in like 2021. And Mary Alice plays her in the third one.
Okay.
She's also famous for the movie Malcolm X. And she passed away in 2022 at 85. I mean, these ladies lived full lives.
Wow.
But just to clarify that, Gloria Foster does play the Oracle in the first two Matrix movies, and she crushes. She's so good.
People should definitely rewatch The Matrix. Tordai said he wants to rewatch it.
You should. Absolutely. And rewatch it now in the context of today, because what's really interesting is this was... Okay, so there's two movies, in my opinion, that are both from the 90s that tell stories that take place in the future, and the context of the film is, man, humans invented AI and it got a little fucking out of control and now we're at war. And the first one is Terminator. It's really Terminator 2 that covers the AI thing. Terminator 1 like kind of drops the story and then the whole thing is basically a car chase, like the whole goddamn movie. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, which is a 90s movie, not an 80s movie, tells the story more in depth about what happened. And The Matrix and Terminator 2 are the most definitive movies that are like, hey, humanity, look out for the fucking AI thing. It's a little... And for like the whole 90s and the first 10 years of the 2000s,
Yeah.
AI was not a big problem, but now we're really fucking talking about AI being a problem more than we ever have.
It's a wild movie to watch now because obviously this movie's like almost 30 years old.
Right.
And for me, like I mentioned this while we were watching it, I've seen stuff like Severance and Stranger Things.
Right.
And so I see those references when I'm watching this movie.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen this movie.
Yeah, to you it's reversed. You see the little girl in the Oracle's lobby with the spoon who's bald and like bending things with her mind. And you're like, oh, 11. And it's like, I mean, this is 1. This is way before 11. This is 10 before 11.
Yeah. And then Severance is the idea of like you have like 2 different brains, like, you know, alternate realities almost.
Yeah.
And yeah, but back to my point, like Morpheus is like, this is the better place. But is it?
When I was a kid and I heard Cypher sit like when he tastes the steak in the restaurant with the agent, I was like, you suck. Like, obviously, Morpheus and Neo are right or whatever, the Oracle, all that. Like, it's so righteous, and I bought into the movie. I think I agree with Cypher. Watching
now.
Yeah. Because I'm not a kid or in my 20s. Like, at 38, if you watch The Matrix and you're over 35 years old and you don't agree with Cypher, God bless you. You got a lot of fight in you. Because I think as an older dude watching that movie, he's like, I'm tired. I wake up every day on this cold ship and we've been fighting for 10 fucking years and nothing. We're still running from robots every day.
Goop-de-goo.
And they're eating the slop. And Cypher's like, give me the steak and the wine. And you know what? I'll sell this dickhead out. Give me a hot woman and some money and make me important.
Yeah.
And Agent Smith's like, you got it. No problem. And then fucking Trinity's like, it's not real. And Cypher's like, you know what? It is real. Fuck you. And I'm like listening to this at 38 going, would I be wearing these tattered robes and eating goop-de-goo?
And that's so fun for me because you watched this movie a handful of times.
I watched it when I was like 11.
And I'm watching it at 33 years old.
Right.
And then you're like, wait, what? Maybe I feel differently about these
I feel
characters.
totally differently because when you're 11, you're like, when I grow up, I'm going to join the resistance.
Of course.
I'm going to make a difference. And when you're 38, you're like, I don't want to go to war, man. Leave me out of the war. And people are like, we need to fight the war. And I'm like, good luck.
Yeah. Someone said Morpheus is a zealot. What does that mean?
A zealot is someone who believes so strongly in their faith that they are willing to do arguably terrible things in the name of it. And under no circumstances can you convince them that they're not right.
Got it.
And you can be zealous about anything. You could be, it doesn't just have to be religion. It could be his thing, which to bring it to this point, I think is very interesting because we were watching this and many people have pointed it out. What did you think of all of the like Jesus-y stuff? It's very Jesus-y, this story. Lots of Christianity. They say Jesus Christ like 30 times in the movie. He's the one. He's resurrected. The first thing that is said to Neo directly in the whole movie is the guy who knocks on the door and he's like, give me the software. And he's like, here you go. And he goes, man, you saved my life. My own personal Jesus Christ. Kind of foreshadowing the entire goddamn movie in the first line of dialogue.
Right.
What did you think of that as a person raised by Christians? I wouldn't say zealots, but Christians.
Yeah. It was fine. I mean, It was pretty obvious, they kept calling Neo the one. So clearly he's very important.
He's a savior.
And they really need him.
Right.
I didn't have a problem with it, but I'm kind of just like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It is fine.
Spizike Spigel says, wait, I just got to the part where Candy never saw Matrix. Welcome to my life, buddy. There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah. And since the theme of the night is not just the Matrix and we only have you for so much more time, we're talking about 1999.
Yeah.
Let's talk about The Mummy.
Oh, yeah.
You had never seen The Mummy until what? It was like 2-3 months ago?
Yeah, also this year.
Yeah, also 99. Also watched in 2026. What did you think of The Mummy?
I really enjoy The Mummy. Yeah, just the Beatles sequence. Didn't care for that. My only context of that one is I've been on the ride at Universal. Such a fun ride.
True.
So fun. But besides that, I really had no context of what this movie was. My college professor really loved that movie and would make like references, but like that's about it. But yeah, Brendan Fraser, he's incredible. He's so good in that movie. And I mean, Luke Perry's in it for like a second, but I love that man.
I don't think he is.
No?
No, I think you're confusing it with The Fifth Element.
You're right. Which I also saw recently.
Which the beginning of the movie takes place in Egypt in the desert.
Oh, yeah. They have similar beginnings.
Yeah. The Luke Perry is not in The Mummy at all. 0% in The Mummy.
Oh, my God.
He's even less in The Mummy than he is in The Fifth Element, which he's not even really in.
He's in for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But, you see how much I remember these 1999 movies.
Newman makes a great point. Both movies, a lot of sand. There's a lot of sand in both those movies.
Yeah.
And some magic.
The Scarab?
Yeah.
That's the Beatles?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gross.
It does feel like there was a trend in the late 90s to anytime you had like an action adventure, there had to be a little nastiness. A little bit of like critters in there somewhere. Because like the Matrix is not really like it's not a lot of grossness, but man, that one scene where his mouth closes and then he's like, and then they like put a little robot bug in his tummy.
I remember watching that and I was like, oh, and you're like, babe, it's just this one scene. Like, you're going to get through it.
Yeah, I had to tell you because even as a kid, I didn't like that scene. I've never really liked that stuff. I can get through a movie that has like creepy crawly stuff or like gross stuff like that, but I don't like it. I've never liked it. It's not my taste. I don't really like horror. I don't like any movie that seeks to make me like I don't know what the word is, because it's not like I'm afraid of being uncomfortable. I'm not afraid of something like necessarily unnerving or scary, but like creepy. Like if it's creepy in some kind of way or it's gross, I'm just, man.
It's like squeamish.
Yeah, I am kind of squeamish. I think that's a really good way to put it. Spizike says the mouth closing scene and the bug extraction still creeps me out. It still got me too a little bit. I was like, God, we don't. And I was telling her, I was like, this is not the whole movie, because that happens early.
Yeah.
And it's not that way with The Mummy. The creepy stuff in The Mummy and the crawly stuff kind of keeps coming back. In fact, there's like not that much of it at the beginning.
Yeah. But that's gross. Like, yikes.
The Mummy is also another movie where the sequel fucking slaps. The Mummy Returns is so good. Like it's amazing. And I don't know if you know this, maybe you've heard this, but The Mummy and I think probably the sequel are really kind of iconic films in the bisexual community. because all of the characters are very good looking in kind of a almost androgynous way. Like Brendan Fraser is really like hot and buff, but he's like kind of got soft features. And then Rachel Weisz is also like beautiful, but she's like badass, especially in the second one. And then same thing for the Egyptians, like Anck-Su-Namun and the Mummy, that guy whose name I cannot remember. They're both like really hot, but not in like conventional ways. There's something kind of androgynous about it. It's interesting. The scene from The Dark Knight when Joker slams Michael Jai White's eye into the pen, he's stuck to the table. Oh yeah, that one's incredible. I like that. That one doesn't bother me because you don't really see it. Like he just like slams his head and then you know that the thing is in his eye.
Yeah.
But you don't like, you don't like see a shot of him being like, ah.
And also I just want, this is kind of random,
go ahead,
but relevant.
Yeah.
You know, I ask Rob questions when I don't know what a word means.
Right.
Because I love learning and Korean's my first language. And so, you know, sometimes like zealot, I had no idea what that meant.
Right.
And I saw it on the chat and I was like, huh, interesting. Like I should learn what that word means. It'd be good. And a lot of women specifically don't like asking. Like they don't want to be told, first of all. And if, you know, they see something they don't know, like they just won't answer or like ask.
There's an interesting dichotomy that happens that I'm really grateful for. And this is not really about on subject, but we should probably mention this because I do think that is a big part of our journey in watching films and stuff. I think, and I don't want to speak out of pocket here, but I think women generally have an unpleasant experience of regularly being mansplained to when they didn't ask. And maybe they already know. And I think a lot of men assume women don't know certain things. And so they just start monologuing on shit that they know about because they're like, I want to feel good about being the one who knows that shit. And it's like that premise is kind of set up. And that's legit. Like, and so I generally don't go out of my way to be like, oh, well, actually this and that. But you and I have a very specific relationship where you grew up in America, but raised by people who did not grow up here. And so you got a weird mix of American culture as a kid where like some stuff you watched, but a lot of stuff you missed. And I was raised by like 8th generation Americans who have been in America. Like my family's been in America since it was founded on almost both sides. And so I'm as American as it gets other than being native to the country, obviously. And not only that, I was raised by parents who were very into specifically film and television. So I've seen all the movies, not everything, but like a lot of it. And I've seen a lot of the TV shows. I'm just very aware of that part of pop culture. So, and the English language. And so as a result, you and I have this dynamic where like, you're really excited to learn and I'm really excited to tell you, and I enjoy getting to tell you and you enjoy getting to learn. And I learned stuff from you too, but about different things, not in the world of like film and TV for the most part. I mean, I'm learning a lot more about Vampire Diaries right now than I ever knew before.
Hell yeah.
As you rewatch that show.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Cause again, I know you have to go. So we're going to do a list of the top 20 movies that came out in 1999. And after Candy goes, we'll stick around and we're going to talk about these movies. But I just want to run it down and get yes or no.
Okay.
And if the answer is no, I haven't seen that movie, I want you to give one sentence on what you know that movie to be about.
Oh, great. Okay.
Just try something. And if you're literally like, I've never heard of that movie, you can say that.
Okay. Oh my God. Tordai has watched Vampire Diaries.
Yes. Tordai is from Romania. So actually, Vampire Diaries is part of just, I think, middle school.
Urban Shogun 2.
Yeah.
W.
I think it's like, you know how we have to watch stuff about the Alamo because that's America, or like maybe kids today have to watch about the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Tordai had to watch Vampire Diaries just to learn about his people. Like it's a historical document for them.
Of course he would say that and knew it. Rob.
Middle school is Vampire Diaries, and then high school is Twilight. They have to.
Vampire Diaries all the way. Anyway, okay.
Here's the list.
Yes.
All right, so number 1, Matrix.
Yes.
Number 2, Fight Club.
No.
What is it about?
A boxing club or fight, some kind of wrestling,
some sort of boxing,
some kind of fighting.
Yeah, like a club where people fight. That's a good guess.
But what I've heard about the movie is like whatever happens there stays there.
Right.
Like you don't talk about it.
Like Vegas.
Yeah, like it's very secretive.
It's very Vegas wrestling. Got it.
Like Boys Club.
Yes. Boys Fight Club is what it should have been called.
Okay.
Being John Malkovich.
No, never heard of it.
You don't know what that is at all?
No.
Do you know who John Malkovich is?
Mm-mm.
Amazing. Magnolia.
No.
Nothing?
No.
Love it. The Sixth Sense.
No. Do we watch that?
I don't know if we've ever watched it together. You've seen Signs.
Yeah.
Signs is made by the same person. It has Bruce Willis in it.
No.
I See Dead People.
No.
Never heard that sentence?
I have, but I've never seen it.
Okay, it's from that movie.
Okay.
Nobody tell her anything about The Sixth Sense. Keep your fucking mouth shut. She doesn't know what happens in The Sixth Sense. If you ruin that for her, I'll kill you.
Oh.
It is one of the biggest twists of all time, and everybody knows it. So the fact that you could theoretically watch that movie and not have it ruined yet is banana sandwich. And we should, because it's really good.
Okay.
Eyes Wide Shut.
No.
Okay. Tom Cruise? No?
No.
Okay. You know, Tom Cruise also in Magnolia. He had 2 movies this year. Toy Story 2.
Yes.
There you go. Great. The Insider.
No, don't know what that is.
Okay. Election. Reese Witherspoon.
Wait.
Matthew Broderick. Really?
Election. Is that the one where they go on the TV
No.
Okay.
No.
That's Pleasantville or something?
Yes.
Anyway, okay.
Yes, that's Pleasantville.
No, I've never seen Election.
When's
We've
Pleasantville?
talked about it.
Pleasantville might be 98.
We've
not
talked
99.
about it, but no, I've never watched it.
Election is a movie you would like. It's very weird.
Okay.
It's good, though. The Talented Mr. Ripley.
No, I've never heard of that in my life.
You've never heard of that before? Matt Damon? Okay. Three Kings. No. It's George Clooney. The Iron Giant.
Is that an animated movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You have seen that. Okay. Office Space.
I've seen that.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Did you know that that was filmed in my hometown?
No.
In Austin?
Mm-mm.
Yep. Shout out Newman. The Blair Witch Project.
No.
Is not a movie that you would ever watch. Have you ever heard of it?
I think so.
What do you
Witches?
know about? Yeah. You can't just pick something from the title and pretend that that means you know something about it. Yeah, there's witches involved in the Blair Witch Project. That's true.
I don't remember the history, but I've heard of it.
Anything else come to, you don't know anything about it? Okay.
Mm-mm.
The Green Mile.
I think so.
Sweetheart, we watched it together, you and I.
Okay, yeah.
Remember he put the sponge on the guy's head in the electric chair and then he caught fire? Michael Clark Duncan's like,
yeah.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
We have seen that. Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
I think we watched it in Austin at my dad's house.
Yeah, that's a tough movie.
It is. American Beauty.
No.
We should definitely fucking watch that. It won Best Picture at the Oscars that year. Did not gross a bunch of money, but it was like everybody's favorite movie that year. Kevin Spacey is the lead in it.
Okay.
It's very, very good. It's beautiful. And which, look at me doing the title thing. I'm like, American Beauty's beautiful. Fucking
wow.
clever. Yeah. No, I still deserve to call you out. A great movie that you're going to have a weird look on your face, Galaxy Quest.
Don't we watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
With
a movie.
Rainn Wilson, or no?
Yes, Rainn Wilson has maybe the smallest part in that movie. Tim Allen, Alan Rickman, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Not oof. Galaxy Quest fucks.
No.
Oh my God. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. The South Park movie.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Have you really?
Is there another one? A more recent one?
No. No, there's one South Park movie. And it was done like 3 years into a show that's been on for like 30 years.
I feel like I've seen that.
Have you?
In college, yeah.
Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
Because I took a class called Outsiders
Okay.
or Outliers, something like that.
Okay.
And that was like one of the movies we watched.
Okay.
Because of Trey Parker.
Yeah, I mean, Trey Parker is an outlier and a very clever man. Amazing.
Yeah.
This is the only one on this list that I actually don't know. The Straight Story.
Can't imagine what that's about.
I can't either. And you know what? I makes sense that I wouldn't know The Straight Story. That's a movie, you know, that title sounds like something I thought I knew. And it turns out I don't. David Lynch making a G-rated Disney movie about an elderly man driving a lawnmower across Iowa somehow results in one of his most emotionally direct films. I've never heard of that movie before.
Yeah, what? Okay.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that recently. You had not seen it, though.
Maybe like a couple years ago.
If that. I think maybe last year.
Oh, last year.
Yeah, I think we watched it last year.
Huh.
Yeah, if like within the last like year and a half, I think we watched it for the first time. I think so.
Yeah.
We're going to speed this up because there's a bunch of other really great movies. And just give me a yes or no, just so I can, because I don't even know if I know the answer to all these. I asked ChatGPT to give me 20, the top 20. These are ones that didn't make the list, but still came out that year. It was even more. So, American Pie.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Have you only seen the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. The Mummy. Dogma.
No.
Crazy. We have to watch that because you've seen the first 3 Kevin Smith movies. That's the 4th one. Go.
No.
Man on the Moon. Jim Carrey plays Andy Kaufman.
No.
Bringing Out the Dead.
No.
The Virgin Suicides.
No.
Boys Don't Cry.
No.
The Limey.
No.
The Thomas Crown Affair. They're remaking that. The Cider House Rules.
No.
Any Given Sunday.
No.
Arlington Road.
No.
Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp.
No.
Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy.
No.
And Cruel Intentions with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Why do I feel like I've seen that?
I feel like there's a chance you have seen that. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Reese Witherspoon met her husband for a long time, Ryan Felipe, who they had their kids with, and Selma Blair.
It sounds really familiar.
I feel like you might have seen that. That movie, if it wasn't quite so racy, almost could have been a series on like CW.
Oh, wow.
Except it's like the writing is a little better. It's not cheesy.
Okay.
It might be cheesy now. We should watch it and see if it is. But Cruel Intentions is a great movie. Like really, really clever.
A lot of people are a fan of Sleepy Hollow.
Candy, don't worry. Rob's just making some of this up. I'm not.
Some of these titles are wild.
The only ones that I just named that I've never heard of, like at all, I don't know these movies at all. The Straight Story, I don't know. I don't know The Limey. which is a kind of
sounds made up for sure.
it's a derogatory term for people who are from England.
Oh.
I feel like I've maybe heard of Arlington Road, but I don't know what the fuck that is. Bringing Out the Dead. I don't know if that's like a Rob Zombie movie, like House of a Thousand Corpses kind of thing. I don't know what the fuck that is. Go does not ring any huge bells, but I feel like if you told me who's in it, I'd be like, oh, fucking yeah, okay. I have, just so everybody knows, we'll go through these a little bit too after you go to bed. All the ones I said in the top 20 I've seen, except for The Straight Story. Oh, and The Insider. I've never seen The Insider.
Got it.
And then I've also never seen, or I have seen, I've seen American Pie, The Mummy, Dogma, Man on the Moon, Virgin Suicides, Boys Don't Cry, Thomas Crown Affair. I've never seen Cider House Rules. I've seen Any Given Sunday. Arlington Road, I don't remember. Sleepy Hollow, I've seen. Bowfinger, I've seen. Cruel Intentions, I've seen.
Wow. Graham the Cracker said, are we going to be group watching these movies?
I wish we could. I wish there were an easy, like, copyright, like, friendly way to do that. The Green Mile's amazing.
Was Arlington Road about the kidnapping?
You know, I don't know. Hold on, let me look that movie up, because I actually don't, I've never, that does not really ring any bells.
Newman said, Arlington Road is real. I saw it as a kid, hated it. Probably pretty good.
Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins, Joan Cusack. Looks very fucking serious.
What's it about?
A man begins to suspect his neighbors are not what they appear to be, and their secrets could be deadly. So it seems like just a suspenseful movie. Yeah, I don't know. Michael Faraday is the main character, which is interesting because Faraday is a famous scientist. But yeah, it's Jeff Bridges' movie. Mark Pellington, director. Aaron Kruger, writer. I don't know these dudes. Writer also wrote Top Gun Maverick. Interesting. And F1.
All right, friends. It's time for me to say goodnight. I need to wake up at 4 a.m. So.
To go work on some TV show. It's hard to say exactly what it is.
It's only, I don't know. It's been nominated for like 26 Emmys.
Ooh.
There's your hint. Wink, wink.
Because of you.
Because of my pigtails. Watch out for my pigtails.
Look out for them pigtails.
And my scrubs. Anyway, I said too much.
All right. Say goodnight, Candy.
Good night. This has been fun. Rob will stick around.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep rocking, and we might do some movie trivia in a little bit, so don't go anywhere. All right, give me your microphone. All right, sleep well, my love. Yeah. I love you too.
Ben.
Yep. Oh, fuck this. Wait. No. Wait, maybe. Oh, no, I got it. Get out of here. All right. Let's get serious in this bitch. Let me fix this camera a little bit. Yeah. Let's bring it in. Rob, do you live in a cinema? Yes. Both in my mind and in reality. You know it. You know it, baby. Just like you live wherever vampires live. Okay, yeah. There we go. All right, let's do it. We're going to actually get into some of these movies. I want to go through some, what do you call it? Some trivia of these movies in particular. And if anybody knows the answer to the things that I'm going to ask without looking them up, you cheaters, you let me know. All right, hold on. Let's get that list back. In a casket in a castle. Yeah, see, exactly. Told you, bitch. Okay. The Matrix, I feel like we talked about to death. Fight Club is great. Fight Club, man, I feel like there's a bunch of movies that came out this year in 99 that are looked back on with like too much credit. Like Fight Club is a great movie, but Fight Club like defined an entire generation of douchebag guys. Like so many dudes. Wait, what's up, Cool Water? Oh, you're taking off? See Arlington Road. Okay. All right. If you say so, buddy, thank you. We don't talk about the Fight Club. Yeah, no, we're about to talk about the fucking Fight Club though. Let's see. Let me bring up my list. I'm totally going to rewatch it as an adult. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know, dude. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? So many. All right, here we go. Trivia for Fight Club. Okay, here you go. True or false? Chuck Palahniuk, the writer, has stated that he found the film to be better than the book. True or false? Chuck Palahniuk, the writer, says that the movie is better than his book. Do 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 do. I need music for that. Oh, I have that new music that I made. Graham the Cracker says I'm gonna start putting polls on here. I just gotta sign in really quick. Wait, where is... Show all notes. Oh, there we go. Gotta get that Google password. Chuck Palahniuk, the writer for Fight Club, says the book is not as good as the movie. He supposedly would black out and then wake up with parts of it written that he didn't remember writing. What? That's bananas. I did not know that. We gotta make this chat bigger too. This chat is so little. Well, shit, it's probably true. It is true. Author Chuck Palahniuk has stated that he found the film to be an improvement on his novel. Okay, true or false? In the scene where Brad Pitt and Edward Norton are drunk and hitting golf balls, and they're drunk in the movie, true or false? They were not actually drunk. They weren't actually drunk in real life. They were acting. It's not real. Definitely need to add music up in this bitch. We might even have to go with some, in the meantime, might have to go with some old school VPA music just so we can get something rocking in this bitch. Sorry if it's loud. Oh, great. True, this wasn't the set of the live-action Super Mario Brothers movies. As a matter of fact, they were really drunk, and the golf balls were sailing directly into the side of the catering truck. This happens around 38 minutes into the movie, by the way. Here's an interesting fact. The original Pillow Talk scene had Marla saying, "I want to have your abortion." And this was objected to by Fox Pictures president of production. David Fincher said he would change it on the provision that the new line couldn't be cut. Ziskin agreed, and Fincher wrote the replacement line, "I haven't been fucked like that since grade school." When Ziskin saw the new line, she was even more outraged and asked for the original line to be put back. As per their deal, Fincher refused. Sadly, sadly, sadly. That's what you get when you fuck with a creative, man. They'll trick you into letting them keep their thing. Out of pocket. Truly out of pocket. After the copyright warning, there is another warning on the DVD. This warning is from Tyler Durden, and it's only there for a second. You have to pause it to see, but it says, "If you are reading this, then this warning is for you. Every word you read of this is useless fine print in another second of your life. Don't you have other things to do? Is your life so empty that you honestly can't think of a better way to spend these moments? Or are you so impressed with authority that you give respect and credence to all who claim it? Do you read everything you're supposed to read? Do you think everything you're supposed to think? Buy what you're told you should want? Get out of your apartment. Meet a member of the opposite sex. Stop the excessive shopping and masturbation. Quit your job. Start a fight. Prove you're alive. If you don't claim your humanity, you will become a statistic. You have been warned. Tyler. There are countless things that are brief frames in that film that you got to go right past. Another fun fact, author Chuck Palahniuk first came up with the idea for the novel after being beaten up on a camping trip when he complained to some nearby campers about the noise of their radio. When he returned to work, he was fascinated to find that nobody would mention or acknowledge his obvious injuries, instead saying such commonplace thing as, "How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? You look normal to me." Palahniuk concluded that the reason people reacted this way was because if they asked him what had happened, a degree of personal interaction would in fact be necessary, and his workmates simply didn't care enough to connect with him on a personal level. It was his fascination with this societal blocking that became the foundation for the novel. Spoilers! Chuck Palahniuk revealed that when he wrote the book, he did not actually know that Tyler and the narrator were the same person until he was like 2/3 of the way through writing the story, at which point he noticed that they acted together as one person and chose to finish the story as such. Didn't set out to write it that way. And when Tyler and the narrator hit the first car with baseball bats, Tyler hits first, but the alarm is only triggered after Edward Norton hits it. A lot of people don't know that. Throughout the film, Tyler Durden can be seen wearing blue blockers, a type of sunglasses commonly used by insomniacs, and this guy. I wear blue blockers exclusively. You guys might know this. If you look at any picture of me with sunglasses on, I always have blue blockers on. It is detrimental to the production of melatonin, a chemical essential for sleep, which is true. But, you wear them at night. Why would you wear sunglasses at night? So you can't, anyway. In an infamous incident, the Friday that the film was released theatrically in the United States, Rosie O'Donnell, a League of Their Own fame, appeared on her TV show and revealed that she had seen the film earlier in the week and had been unable to sleep ever since. She then proceeded to give away the plot twist ending of the film and urged all of her viewers to avoid the movie at all costs. Edward Norton, Brad Pitt, and David Fincher discussed this incident in the DVD commentary track, with Pitt calling O'Donnell's actions unforgivable. And that's why Brad Pitt and Rosie O'Donnell have never starred in a movie together. Blue Blockers, I haven't heard that name since the 90s. Boy, you ain't been listening to me talk about my sunglasses then, son. Because you know I love these blue blockers, man. I put them on as a shocker. Everything's fun. They block out the sun. Oh yeah, I gotta get me some. Come on now. Oh yeah, this channel doesn't have any mods. Nope. We're mod free over here. Living our lives. All right, that's Fight Club. Fight Club is solid. I really enjoyed it. I saw it at my aunt's house, and I don't think I was allowed to watch the whole thing. I had to leave the room for a few parts of it. Yeah, I guess I was 11. All right, here's what we're going to do as well, because I think this is interesting. Drop it in the chat. What do you think? Don't look it up. What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes score is for Fight Club? If you had to guess. If you had to guess, and I'm not talking about the popcorn meter, the audience. I'm talking percentage out of 100, Rotten Tomatoes. What's the score for Fight Club? I don't know their scores by memory. It's a game, dude. We got 89%. I see 96%. 78% is what I'm going to call that. 83%. Last chance to guess. One person's very close. Tortoise says 100. Man, are there any movies that have 100 on Rotten Tomatoes? No, not audience. Not audience. I'm talking about the tomato meter. These are the critics. What is the aggregate critics rating? And it goes to Graham the Cracker with 81%, or Urban Shogun with 78 if you're doing Price is Right rules. Septiplier said 86. Close. 81%. 81%. Let's move on to The Mummy, because I do want to talk some more about that. I love this movie. Let's start off with that. What do you think? Tomato meter. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Where are we at with that? Critics rating out of 100. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. We're talking Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz. The popcorn meter, the audience, said 75%. The audience said 75% for The Mummy. We should come up with some kind of reward for this. This would be a fun game. So far, Graham the Cracker is going to get the first badge. 89% critics. 57%. Spizike Spiegel says, didn't Siskel and Ebert shit down this movie's throat? Is there a way to look at like 25% of the audience shouldn't watch movies while concussed? I want to see the oldest ones. All critics, top critics. I want to hear the review from the time. Desson Thomas of the Washington Post said, "A failure in more ways than a mortal would have time to explain." Kenneth Turin of the Los Angeles Times said, "Both Weiss and the always agreeable Fraser are capable and attractive performers, but the film drags its uninspiring action out too long for anyone's good. For anyone who's not 14. 2 thumbs down, yeah. Spizike Spiegel, I could see that. They did hate fun, but they also come around on the Mask of the Phantasm, so credit where it's due. It looks like the closest... Let's see. Who got closest? The actual score was 64. Only 64. Spizike Spiegel takes it at 57. That's 1 for Spizike Spiegel. All right, let's go American Beauty. American Beauty starring Kevin Spacey, Thora Birch, Annette Bening, Wes Bentley, Mina Suvari, directed by Sam Mendes. Talking critics on American Beauty. You know, I might be able to do this. Hold on. We could just do a little sliver at the bottom. Let's take this. Let's move this over here. And then what we're going to do is add in a browser. American Beauty, Kevin Spacey. Boom. Ruined it. Hold on. I'm going to fix this. It's going to be great. Let's do that. And then bottom, we're going to take off like... let's go 600. There we go. We can go a little bit higher than that. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, you can guess again now that you know it's 87%. Has everybody seen American Beauty is also another question. Because if you haven't seen this, I definitely recommend it. Tordai, have you seen this movie? There we go. Boom. There we go. That should show exactly what I'm looking for. All right, cool. I remember seeing the trailer, but I've never seen it. You should watch it. It's really fucking good. It truly is really good. Isn't this the one about the game show, or is that Magnolia? This is not about a game show at all. This is American Beauty is very much about, actually, I feel like this could go under this. Yeah, that's what I want to do. American Beauty is a great movie. It won Best Picture of the Year. This image of Mina Suvari surrounded by the roses is iconic. It is part of a dream sequence that Kevin Spacey has. Without spoiling the movie, because it is very good, and I definitely recommend everybody check it out. American Beauty is about the suburbs more than anything else. It's about living in the suburbs. It's about a waspy family. And a family that's like falling apart. And it's actually kind of about two families that live next door to each other. And I can't tell you too much without really ruining the movie, but it is fucking great. So definitely recommend that. There's the one with the floating plastic bag. Yes, iconic. It is iconically about that. All right. Let's go. Let's go Toy Story 2. Also came out this year. So we got sequel time. What's our guess on the tomato meter for Toy Story 2? Toy Story 2. Not 1, not 3. The tomato meter. So far, we got... Well, I'm going to leave out American Beauty because I ruined it. But we got 1 for Graham and 1 for Spiegel. Toy Story 2, of course. The great Woody Allen. No, I'm just kidding. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen. 92. Tortoise says 100. Ooh. 92. So I'm assuming from what you told me, the plastic bag represents change or decay of the suburbs that they live in. You know, not really. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. $92. Septiplier says 94. Last chance. Before we reveal it, get yourself a win. Get yourself a win in this game. Toy Story 2 tomato meter. Kelsey Country Grammar, as he's known. 100%. 100. 70. I think they said it was solid but didn't hit the highs of the first. It was kind of more of the same. Let's see. Let us see. All right, time's up. Toy Story 2 actually went and got 100. Tordai takes it. Victory for the Romanian hot boy. 100. Let's see what they said. Is there a splat available? I don't see one, man. It's all tomatoes. It's all tomatoes in this bitch. You can't find a negative review. I think it's this idea of enjoying things while they last that ultimately makes Toy Story 2 such a remarkable sequel. If Toy Story 2 was daring, it was for making the true villain into a fellow toy who is ruthless and willing to use violence, emotional manipulation, and human beings to get what they want. Justin Brown said, I very much enjoyed this, especially since this was the first time I'd seen it. No notes. Do we have any old reviews? I hate the new ones. Wish you could sort these by the oldest ones. That would be what's up. Boom. All right, next. Here's a tough one. We got a Star Wars movie that came out this year. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, a very controversial film. We got Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, the first reboot, the prequels. The prequels over here. Coming in at 2 hours and 16 minutes, Ewan McGregor, Liam Neeson's. Okay, Newman says 45%. Tordai's at 50%. We got Septiplier Gaming coming in at 62%. Graham the Cracker says 74. Phantom Menace shit bombed in the reviews, didn't it? 40. I'll tell you this, the popcorn meter, the audience score is 59. 59% for the popcorn meter. Last chance to snag yourself a win. Guessing the percentage for The Phantom Menace. Boom. Skis 54%. Which means our winner again actually is Tordai. Romania Hotboy takes a second win. Pulling ahead of Graham the Cracker and Spizike Spiegel. Baboom. With 54% for The Phantom Menace. 54. Let's go Austin Powers 2. The Spy Who Shagged Me. Heather Graham. Replacing Elizabeth Hurley as our leading lady. Following up the smash hit Austin Powers. 1999, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. This kind of thing is my bag, baby. Popcorn meter, 71%. But the question at hand is, what did the critics think? What did the critics think of Austin Powers 2? The Spy Who Doth Shagged Me. Darth Maul is also in this movie. I'm kidding. But there is someone with a double-ended... don't worry about it. The Spy Who Shagged Me. 71% on the popcorn meter. But what did the critics think? We got Tordai coming in with 100. Really, dog? Really? 88% from Graham the Cracker. 67 from OK Newman. Hayden Live's in this bitch. What up, Hayden Live? 55% is his guess. Septiplier Gaming coming in with 64%. Graham the Cracker says 88. 88. 80% Spizike Spiegel. And it goes to... last call. 3, 2, 1. You can't really see it. Come on, dude. Oh, you guys aren't gonna believe me. Oh man, it won't. It like won't show up right there. What if I do this? No? Still too much. What about that? Hold on, we're gonna have to change the shape of this a little bit so that you can actually see it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Boom! There it is. 54%, it goes to Hayden Live, dropping in for a win. Dropping in for a win. 54%. Which, I gotta be honest with you, I'm gonna agree with that. Heather Graham is the best part of this movie. Heather Graham is the best part of this movie. The first movie is great. The second movie is okay. The third one is not good. I don't give a fuck. Beyonce is fine. Fat Bastard is not great. I'm here for the second one. Shout out Hayden Live. Great work. All right. Next on the list. I like this game. American Pie. Put your phone down. Let's get it. Forget your Instagram and your Twitter. American Pie releases in 1999 would go on to garner a fair amount of praise. People liked this movie. The popcorn meter only sits at 61%. We got Shannon Elizabeth in her breakout role. We got Jason Biggs in his breakout role. Filthy little pie fucker. Hell yeah. Fifth Element. That's what I'm talking about. What is the tomato meter saying about American Pie? Arguably one of the last great teen comedies. The popcorn meter sitting at 61%. Third movie needed more characters portrayed by Mike Myers. Yeah, there's 3 of them, isn't there? We got Spizike Spiegel is guessing 75. Graham the Cracker at 84. Septiplier Gamer 87. Coining the phrase MILF, which would go on to define an entire genre of photography. The MILF, Jennifer Coolidge, who was like 35 when this movie came out. Keep that in mind. The old lady MILF, Jennifer Coolidge, was like 35 years old. The last great teen comedy, American Pie, 1999, at an hour and 35 minutes. Last chance. Okay, Newman coming in here with 69%. I see what you did there. Hell yeah. Actually, you know what? Okay, Newman. I could be wrong, but I think you're going to hit it right on the head, or at least close enough. 62%. So that's 1 for O. K. Newman. Ayo. Damn, that was a rough 35. Spiegel, go back and look. It ain't that rough, bro. Bro, it ain't that rough. Let me tell you something. You know what? We got a picture of her? Where's she at? It ain't that rough, bro. You're misremembering, bro. Hold on. Hold up. Where's she at? She not here? Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, breakout Sean William Scott. Also, you know what? Straight up. No, we're looking this up right now. We're doing this right now. You're thinking of her now, dude. And I might be wrong about the 35. Bro. What are you saying? What are you saying right now? You're saying you wouldn't hit or what? Bro. Come on now. Rough? I don't know about rough. I know I'm not thinking rough. I'm thinking rough. You know? How old was she in that movie? Let's see. She was born in 61. So 99, she would have been, yeah. She would have been like 35, dude. Telling you what it is over here. Get it back. Also, since we're in this zone right now, is Can't Hardly Wait? Oh, that was 98. Can't Hardly Wait is 1998. Okay, fair enough. Magnolia. Let's hit Jason Robard's Magnolia. Tom Cruise's other big movie from 1999. Oh, it says 2000. Is it really 2000? I thought it came out in 99. Hold on. Let's verify this here. What have we got going on? I thought Magnolia was 99. Okay, IMDb is saying 99. IMDb is saying 99. And you're seeing... Can we get a proper release date on this? Wow, okay. Well, that's confusing because it says 99 and then if you come down here, it says January 2000. So which was it? I mean, it's right on the cusp. And then you come down here and it says the release date is December 8th, 1999. What? Well, which fucking was it? Hold on. We gotta look this up. What is the deal with Magnolia? Let's Wikipedia this shit. No, I'm not looking for the fucking flower. And then this says December 17th. Well, what fucking... When did it come out? It says it initially opened. Oh, it had a limited release in December and then given a wider release in January. So that's why people are confused. Blade was 98. And so what is your guess about Magnolia? Tortoise says 50. Hayden says 78. Never seen it. I don't know, 90? Septiplier says 75. Let's see, who's closest? It looks like Hayden's taking a second win. 82. He's only 4 off. That's 2 for Hayden. 2 for Hayden, 2 for Tordai. If I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Sticking with 89. Not good enough. Not good enough, bro. Let's see what we can do with the other Tom Cruise track. Eyes Wide Shut. Filmed during his divorce with Nicole Kidman. Eyes Wide Shut. 2 hours and 39 minutes. Stanley Kubrick's final film. Stanley Kubrick of The Shining. Stanley Kubrick. Clockwork Orange. His last film before his tragic death. Popcorn meters got us at 74%. 74%. Drop a like on the stream, by the way, if you haven't already. But what do the critics think of Eyes Wide Shut? It's kind of a weird movie. It's a pretty long movie. There's orgies in it. After Dr. Bill Hartford's wife Alice admits to having sexual fantasies about a man she met, Bill becomes obsessed with having a sexual encounter. He discovers an underground sexual group and attends one of their meetings, and quickly discovers that he is in over his head. Tomato meter. 93% was artsy as butts. It had a lot of butts. Orgies, 101. Very good guess. They say he got killed because he revealed too much and it got heavily edited. Ooh. It's Kubrick. You know it got to be high. Spizike Spiegel says a hundo. Hundo 1. Tordai says hundo. Hayden Live says 85. Graham the Cracker says 85. 85. 5. Y'all giving this movie a lot of credit. We're coming in. We're coming in on the end of this guess. You know what it is. But you don't. 77. Not where you thought it would be at 77%. Who had the lowest guess over here? It looks like Hayden and Graham tied at 85. That's a wash. We're gonna give it to them both. Somebody keeping score over here? That looks like 2 for Graham the Cracker, 3 for Hayden Live, 2 for Tordai. Does Spiegel get one? Remind me. Someone should keep score. I don't have any moderators. Drop a like on that stream, hot boys. Okay, next is Tarzan. That's right. Tarzan. We're going full Disney on this bitch. We're not talking about Brendan Fraser and George of the Jungle over here. We're talking about the great Tony Goldwyn. You might know him as the president on Scandal. You might know him as Carl, the piece of shit from the movie Ghost. Tony Goldwyn voices the orphaned Tarzan who grows up in the remote African wilderness, raised by the gentle gorilla Kala, voiced by Glenn Close. And when a British expedition enters the jungle, Tarzan encounters the beautiful Jane, voiced by Minnie Driver, and recognizes that, like her, he is in fact human. Falling in love with Jane, Tarzan is torn between embracing civilization and staying with his gorilla family, which becomes threatened by the ruthless hunter Clayton. Tarzan. Samuel Jackson. Is Samuel Jackson in Tarzan? Talking about Tordai. $98 from Graham the Cracker. 98 Spizike Spiegel. Hayden Live says 80. Septiplier Gaming says 93. OK Newman 85. I thought that's what it said. No. I ain't saying nothing about Samuel L. Jackson, man. Still 100. Disney's Tarzan comes in at a cool 90% on the tomato meter. More enjoyed by critics than by fans, apparently. Fight Club ruined Rosie O'Donnell was also in that film. Wait, Rosie O'Donnell's in this film? Oh, Rosie O'Donnell is in this film. Was it the same weekend? Is that why it happened? You're totally right. Look, there she is. Tony Goldwyn, Glenn Close, Minnie Driver, and Rosie O'Donnell playing Turk, which I believe is one of the gorillas. Tordai, you were close. Glenn Close. I think Newman? At 90, I think 85 is the closest. I think it goes to Fight Club Ruiner, Rosie O'Donnell. Got it. I think that one goes to Newman at 85. 98 would be too far past. Oh no, Septiplier said 93. Septiplier said 93. That's a Septiplier win right there. Sorry, Newman. He was only 3 off. Very good. How about the great Arlington Road? Of course, a movie that we've all seen and know about. Newman saw it as a kid. He's gonna watch it again as an adult. Arlington Road. Widowed when his FBI agent wife is killed by an extremist group, college professor Michael Faraday, Jeff Bridges, becomes obsessed with the culture of these groups, especially when his new all-American neighbors, Oliver and Cheryl, Tim Robbins and Joan Cusack, start acting suspiciously. With each twist, the mystery deepens and questions loom. Whether Faraday is consumed by fear and driven by paranoia, or whether a lethal conspiracy has been born on Arlington Road. You get my fucking bullshit privacy stuff. Okay, here we go. Arlington Road with Tim Robbins. Popcorn meter at 74%. 74% popcorn meter, but what do the critics think? Jeff Bridges and Tim Robbins holding a baseball bat. Arlington Road. I was born in, I was born in Dallas, but I lived the first few years of my life in a city called Arlington. Graham says 100. Damn. Tortoise says 100. Hayden's throwing out 75. I've never seen it. Arlington Road got a 92%. Final answer, Regis. I'm out of control. Are you sure? 92%. Do you want to phone a friend? Do you want to do a 50-50? 92. Okay, Newman says 92. Spizike Spiegel says 72. It's starting to sound a bit more like Howard Cosell. 86 Septiplier Gaming says, let's see what we got over here at Arlington Road. 62%, ladies and gentlemen. And do you want to be a millionaire? You know who wants to be a millionaire is Septiplier Gaming at 86. Or no, wait. Hayden Live. Man, Hayden Live's, man, you crush him, bro. Larry King? No, that was too high pitched to be Larry King. Come on now. 62% for Arlington Road. What about this Straight Story? Isn't that what the fuck is that? The Straight Story. Hayden Live said, no, not me. Who was closer than you at 75? Oh, Spizike Spiegel, 72. You're totally right. You're totally right. Good call, good call. Okay, The Straight Story. Wow. A retired farmer and widower in his 70s, Alvin Straight, played by Richard Farnsworth, learns one day that his distant brother Lyle, played by Harry Dean Stanton, who also is in The Green Mile this year, has suffered a stroke and may not recover. Alvin is determined to make things right with Lyle while he still can, but his brother lives in Wisconsin, while Alvin is stuck in Iowa with no car and no driver's license. Then he hits on the idea of making the trip on his old lawnmower, thus beginning a picturesque and at times deeply spiritual odyssey. The Straight Story. Richard Farnsworth. Harry Dean Stanton. The popcornometer is at 91%. 91, folks. What? I've never heard of this movie, and I've just read the description. I still don't know what the fuck this is. Hayden Live says, damn good movie. 80%. %93% Spizike Spiegel. Batting for his third win, possibly. Septiplier Gaming going for another one at 77. OK Newman wants to know if Hayden Live's actually seen this. Gonna laugh if the straight story doesn't have a score because it doesn't have enough reviews. It actually has 116 reviews. Popcornometer is a 91%, but did the critics like it? That's the question. Hayden says it's great. Exactly, that's why I'm eating it so high. What do we think? Last call. You know what? I want to make sure this is on low latency. Did you not change it? Oh, that's why. It's always the obscure stuff that wins. Smart. 95%. Spizike. Nailed it. Called it. Big Fat D. Too late, Newman. Too late. I'm going to have to give it to Spizike Spiegel on that. He got that 93 in early. Newman, if you want a half a point, you can have it. You can have a half a point. And I know we already talked about it a lot, but where's the Matrix at? Where the Matrix be at, though? Number 1, Matrix. Sorry for that latency there. The Matrix numero uno. 1999, 2 hours, 16 minutes. The Wachowskis. Popcorn meter at 85%, but did the critics get it? Tortoise says 100, of course. I missed lunch, I'll take a half a point. Hayden Live says 85. Hayden Live with the 85. Spizike Spiegel is batting low, 68% for the Matrix. Batting low, though. He said 68. Fuck out of here. Neo believes that Morpheus, an elusive figure considered to be the most dangerous man alive, can answer his question. What is the Matrix? Neo is contracted? He contracts. He is contacted by Trinity, a beautiful stranger who leads him into an underworld where he meets Morpheus. They fight a brutal battle for their lives against a cadre. Is that how you say that? Of viciously intelligent secret agents. That's one way to put it. It is a truth that could cost Neo something more precious than his life. My favorite movie, but I'm sure they didn't rate it high. We'll see. Septiplier says 81. I'm trusting that you're all not cheating. It would be easy to do so. I have not set this game up to be very safe. The Matrix, 88%. World wasn't ready. Trinity sure is a beautiful stranger. Well put, I think, indeed. 83% up in this bitch. Which I think technically is going to go... Okay, that's... I think it's a tie between Septiplier and Hayden Live, because you guys are on either side of it, yeah? Is my math right there? Hannibal Buress has a good Morpheus rap. I'll have to look that up. Have to look it up. 83. Only 83. And you know what? I'm curious. I know it's not 99. But let's hear The Matrix Reloaded. What do you think? 83% Rotten Tomatoes for number 1. What do you think of number 2? Popcorn meter is 72. Tortai is always batting 100. I love this. The Matrix Reloaded, 2003, almost exactly the same length. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Matrix Reloaded, I'm gonna go 68. What did you say for the last one? You said 68 for the first one. Hayden's going 85. Septiplier's going 86. Reloaded, 82. All right, last call. What do you think? Matrix Reloaded. 83 for number 1. Number 2, Matrix Reloaded. Stopping all those bullets, though. 74. I blew it earlier and lied to you, which was a mistake. I truly believed that it was higher. I thought it was higher. 74. 74. Unfortunately. Which means I think it's going to Spiegel with the speed gel. Which is crazy. This movie's so good. I like it better than the first one, honestly. I really do. I really like it better than the first one. I have to say it. And you know what? Just for shits, let's do it. Revolutions. These people don't know movies at Rotten Tomatoes. Well, it's like 200 different people. Damn, yeah, I remember you saying that. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I really thought it was. I really thought so. Matrix Revolutions. Popcorn meters at 60%. We went from 83 to 74. What? Better than the first? Wow. I think so. I think Reloaded is better than the first. I just like it better. The Merovingian? The Merovingian is fire. One of my favorite characters. And his chick, whatever her name is in that. Amazing. The twins? Incredible. The highway sequence, next level. But this is about Matrix Revolutions. We got Revolutions coming in at 68, says OK Newman. Headline says 50. I felt like Reloaded was fun, but a little too extra. I thought it was exactly the right amount of extra. Septiplier saying 63. Tortai saying 100 again. Amazing. I've never heard that before. Merovingian is dope, and I love Monica Bellucci. Yes, that's exactly who it is. I love her. God, she's so hot in that movie. It's crazy. $57 for Revolutions. Big CGI sky fight. Goku style. Goku style Neo. Last chance. All right, here it is. Dial it in. Y'all gonna be surprised by this. Let me double check. It looks like it's going to Hayden live. 33%. That's a big fat splat. Big fat splat for the Matrix Strikes Back. Revolutions. 33. Baby. Damn. Rob, what did you think of Merovingian and Resurrections? Not as good. This movie's not as good. It's fine. I don't think it's 33%. I think that's really low. I'd put it at like 55. I'd put Revolutions at 55%. It's still The Matrix. And I like the end. I like the end of the movie. And the Zion fight is great. The Zion fight is great. But the Zion fight that is set up in Reloaded is like more interesting than the fight itself. Anyway, I just wanted to do the Matrix full trilogy. Green Mile. Let's go. Tom Hanks. The great Tom Hanks. The young, largely, in the grand scheme of things, Tom Hanks. 3 hours and 9 minutes. Quite the epic. Popcorn meter has it at 94%. 94% on the popcorn meter. Not critics. Audiences love this movie. Paul Edgecombe walks the mile with a variety of convicts. He has never encountered someone like John Coffey, a massive black man convicted of brutally killing a pair of young white sisters. Coffey has the size and strength to kill anyone, but not the demeanor. Beyond his simple, naive nature and a deathly fear of the dark, Coffey seems to possess a prodigious supernatural gift. Paul begins to question whether Coffey is truly guilty of murdering the two girls. David Morse, Sam Rockwell, Barry Pepper, James Cromwell. Who's the wife? Bonnie Hunt? Amazing. This is truly an incredible movie. Maybe in my top 5 movies that came out in 1999. I love The Green Mile so much. The great Sam Rockwell's breakout role, truthfully. For what could have been a black box theater production, that runtime flies by, if I remember correctly. And you're correct in saying that. We got 100, we got 96, we got 97, we got 100. I knew someone who was an extra for the Zion party and Reloaded. That's pretty cool. Great film, man. Yeah, truly great. Truly great. Path of Neo. Also, the video game is not that bad. It kind of got some shit for being broken, but the one where you play as Jada Pinkett Smith's character, it was like a companion video game on PS2, companion to Reloaded, where you play like the other story. I can't remember what the fuck that was called. The video game I enjoyed the shit out of that. It was not like perfect, but it was fun. All right, last chance for the Green Mile. Green Mile, walking a Green Mile. Uh-oh. We overshot it. Enter the Matrix. Yeah, it was great. We overshot it. Only 78%? What? What are you thinking, 134 critics? Stephen King wrote this, you dumb motherfuckers. Let's see some reviews. What brought this down? Unfortunately, the movie can never shake the uncomfortable and trope-filled premise. Get out of here, RachelReviews.net. I hate you. Kirk Honeycutt of The Hollywood Reporter said the simple fable can't stand such scrutiny. More pivotally, the weight given to each moment lends The Green Mile a ponderousness. This asshole wrote the word ponderousness that works against the emotions the story seems to want to plug into. Shut your damn mouth. To more than a few viewers, this will feel like a life sentence. Some people over here thinking they clever. Hayden Live is right. Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck out of here. I like that, the way you wrote that. It's fun. The supernatural elements carry an undeniable emotional surge, but the solution to the underlying murder mystery is disappointingly tidy and trite. I did not see the twist of this movie coming at all when I was young and saw this. So, you know, fuck you. Stephen King also wrote Maximum Overdrive. Okay, but I feel like you're cherry picking something that makes him bad. This is Stephen King we're talking about. He wrote a lot of stuff. Also, Frank Darabont directed this. Mr. Walking Dead himself. So, fuck out of here with that. What else do we got? The movie Go. Wait, where is it? The movie Go is 1999. Man, it's not even on this list. It's just there's all these other movies that start with G-O. What if I type in the year? It's not even on this list. What the fuck? All Dogs Go to Heaven too? Okay. Tidy and Trite. What did they think of Powder? Oh, Phenomenon? When was that? Was that 97? 96. Phenomenon. Kira Sedgwick, Forrest Whitaker. What did they think of Powder? Have you ever heard that Eugene Merman joke where he's like, I watch Powder every Thursday. I get up, I watch Powder, I go for a run, I have breakfast, I go for a run again, I watch Powder again. What else am I missing from my earlier list? Oh, Being John Malkovich. That's a great one for this game. John Cusack. 87% on the popcorn meter, Being John Malkovich. This is a weird movie, man. In this quirky cult favorite comedy, unemployed New York City puppeteer. This is a movie about a fucking puppeteer. Craig Schwartz reluctantly takes a temp job as a filing clerk for the eccentric Dr. Lester, played by Orson Bean. While at work, Craig discovers a portal that leads inside the mind of renowned actor John Malkovich, which if you'll recur is not the right sentence. If you'll recall, the year before this, I believe, 1998, maybe 97, John Cusack and John Malkovich face off against each other in the movie Con Air. So Craig, the puppeteer, discovers a portal that leads into the mind of actor John Malkovich, who plays himself, when he lets his attractive co-worker Maxine, Catherine Keener, 40-year-old virgin, in on the secret. They both begin an unusual business scheme and an odd relationship that involves Craig's restless wife, Lot, Cameron Diaz. What do we think about Being John Malkovich? 87% on the popcornometer. 87%. Final guess is we're coming in at 94. Critics love this shit. It's so weird. The fact that it manages to carry its open-mouthed audience through every awesomely enigmatic turn is its greatest accomplishment. A devastatingly funny portrait of unhappiness, desperation, desire, and the vicious things we do for love. Go watch Being John Malkovich if you want to chuckle and it's weird. God, it's so weird. 94%, everybody. Let's see what else we got. The Sixth Sense is a good one. Baby Haley Joel Osment, long before he had a great memory on The Boys. Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense, which my wife has never seen and doesn't know the end of. Candy doesn't know what happens at the end of The Sixth Sense. How incredible is that? Can you imagine in 2026 being able to watch this movie and not knowing what the fuck happens? That's crazy. The twist of this movie is more famous than the movie. %. Keep up the good work, Tordai. Hell yeah. %, 86%. Tordai says 100. I see dead people, baby. I'm not even afraid. I've been seeing them dead people, dog. It's a few movies I can do that with. You can do what with? What you mean? Oh, that you could watch now because you don't know what happens? Hell yeah. Young Cole Sear is haunted by a dark secret. He is visited by ghosts. He's frightened by visitors from those with unresolved problems who appear from the shadows, and he's too afraid to tell anyone about his anguish except child psychologist Dr. Malcolm Crowe. As Dr. Crowe tries to uncover the truth about Cole's supernatural abilities, the consequences for client and therapist are a jolt that awakens them both to something unexplainable. Your wife's innocence of film should be cherished and savored. I try to savor my wife as much as possible. Septiplier takes it with 86%. Right on the money. Right on the money. 95, screw it. It's a good guess. There's people chatting, and yet my YouTube over here says there are 0 concurrents. How can there be 0 concurrence and people chatting at the same time? Makes no sense. Hella stuff from like 2010 on. That's amazing. Good for you, dude. What's a movie, Spizike, that you're like, I don't know nothing about this? I don't know nothing at all. I don't know nothing at all. I have never seen this movie. What the fuck is this movie? The Insider with Russell Crowe? And Al Pacino? I've never seen this. Is it pulling YouTube or Twitch? This is just my YouTube stream. I'm only on YouTube right now. I'm only on Oxford Study on YouTube. After seeking the expertise of former Big Tobacco executive Jeffrey Wigand, Russell Crowe, seasoned TV producer Lowell Bergman, Al Pacino, suspects that a story lies behind Wigand's reluctance to speak, as Bergman persuades Wigand to share his knowledge of industry secrets, and the two must contend with the courts and the corporations that stand between. I mean, this sounds boring as fuck. I mean, Russell Crowe is great. Never seen Shawshank. Wow, that's crazy. Based on a true story. Yeah, this sounds based on a true story. This sounds based on a boring story. Sixth Sense is a good chaser for Die Hard or Moonlighting. Yeah, that's nice. My count says 3. But even that, Newman, look, chatting right now. You, Spiegel, Tordai, Hayden, Septiplier. Yet somehow there's only 3. I don't know, whatever. Who gives a shit? Whatever we can do to crank out these hours, man, I'm telling you. We got to get there because I have 200 out of 4,000. We got progress to make, but I got some good videos coming to this channel that are in production right now. Shawshank only grew legs after it came to home video. I'd see it. It is good. It is seriously good. Shawshank is great. Also Stephen King. The Insider has fucking 96%. What the fuck is this movie? I guess I should see it. 90% popcorn, 50,000 ratings, and 135 reviews put it at 96%. I've never even heard of this movie, I don't think. This rings no bells. This rings Nobel Prize. I got nothing on this. Talented Mr. Ripley is a good one. Matt Damon breaking it out after Good Will Hunting. Also break out Jude Law. Michael Mann directed this, right? Talented Mr. Ripley? Hold on. Let me scroll down and check. Did he? Or you meant Insider? Because this was not... Talented Mr. Ripley is not Michael Mann. Talented Mr. Ripley is not. Nope, Talented Mr. Ripley is sitting at 85%. Let's go back to the Insider, see if that was Michael Mann. Yeah, you're right. Boom, there you go, Michael Mann. You're also looking at Christopher Plummer. Philip Baker Hall is a great actor. Wow. Yeah, I've still never heard of that. Talented Mr. Ripley. You know what? I've actually never watched the Talented Mr. Ripley all the way through. To be young and carefree amid the blue waters and idyllic landscape of sun-drenched Italy in the late 1950s. That's La Dolce Vita. Tom Ripley craves... That's what he craves. I guess that's what it's supposed to say. And Dickie Greenleaf leads. When Dickie's father asked Tom to bring his errant Playboy son back to America, Dickie and his beautiful expatriate girlfriend Marge Sherwood, Gwyneth Paltrow, never suspect the dangerous extremes to which Ripley will go to make their lifestyle his own. Heat is far superior. Doesn't sound as good as Virtuosity. Yo, Virtuosity is a great movie. Let's look that up. How many people have heard of this movie? 95, Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe, Virtuosity. Let me read you the story. A former cop who has been imprisoned for murdering the psychopath who killed his family, Parker Barnes, is recruited to test out a new virtual reality program where the goal is to apprehend a computer-generated being called Sid 67. Sid 67. I don't know how to do that. What do you do, the hands? Is it like this? I'm an adult. Who has been modeled on hundreds of deranged criminals. When Sid manages to escape the real world, into the real world, Barnes must capture or destroy him before the soulless entity can go on a killing spree. This movie is not known to be great. My dad liked this movie. I've seen Virtuosity a bunch of times, which is pretty crazy. Former cop, huh? Oh, he's a cop? Oh, shit. Jude Law got an Oscar for this. That's true. Yeah, go watch Virtuosity, man. I mean, it's weird. It's got really bad... But you know what? Fucking Rotten Tomatoes probably hates Demolition Man, and that's incorrect. Oh man, they don't hate it as much as I thought. Demolition Man is way better than Virtuosity. And they agree. 67%. 6-7. 2 6-7s. Double 6-7s. Let's go. Yeah, American Gangster is the cast of Virtuosity, basically. That's so true. Yeah, Virtuosity is one with Denzel and Russell Crowe from American Gangster, just years before that. Demolition Man is the shit. Murder, Death, Kill. Murder, Death, Kill. What about Election? I bet Election is really high. Oh yeah, Chris Klein is in this movie. He had 2 movies this year. Election and American Pie. Ooh, it is really high. Can you guys guess how high up Election is with Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon? If you've never heard of this movie, Jim McAllister, a well-liked high school government teacher, can't help but notice that successful student Tracy Flick, Reese Witherspoon, uses less than ethical tactics to get what she wants. When Tracy runs for school president, Jim feels that she will be a poor influence on the student body and convinces Paul, Chris Klein, a dim-witted but popular student athlete, to run against her. When she becomes aware of Jim's secret involvement in the race, a bitter feud is sparked. Sandra Bullock, phew. Yeah, real shit. Sandra Bullock in Speed and Demolition Man. Oof. Oof. Election. Matthew Broderick. 92%. That's a tie between Septiplier and OK Newman right there. This is a good movie. I can't believe my wife's never seen this either. I mean, I can believe it, but I gotta show it to her. She'd actually like this one. Some of the ones I'm like, you gotta see it, and then I think about it, and I'm like, you wouldn't like this. You don't want to see this. You would hate this. Let's see. What else was on that top 20 list? I think we got all of them. Oh, no. Oh, no, we didn't even get close to all of them. Hold on, we got a few more here. I watched this movie. Three Kings. George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, and Ice Cube, actually. Just after the end of the Gulf War, 4 American soldiers decide to steal a cache of Saddam Hussein's hidden gold. Led by Sergeant Major Archie Gates, 3 of the men are rescued by rebels, but Sergeant Troy Barlow is captured and tortured by Iraqi intelligence. The Iraqi rebels beg for the American trio to help fight against the impending arrival of Hussein's elite guard, and the men agree to fight in return for rescuing Troy. $94. 94 for this George Clooney movie that you've probably never heard of. I watched this with my parents. I thought it was boring as shit. Who's the one that gets... Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is the one that gets captured, and they have to give him back. Take it easy, Newman. We're going to wrap it up pretty soon. I want to look up these last few titles. The Iron Giant. Jennifer Aniston, Harry Connick Jr. What do you think of The Iron Giant? The Iron Giant is one of the greatest animated movies of our lifetime. We'll be back on Oxford Study tomorrow night with a completely different kind of stream, by the way. We're going to be doing this. I'm going to be streaming every night at 9. 4 nights a week, it will be Oxford Study. The other night will be Wasted Wednesday on VPA. The Iron Giant sits at 96%. Did you all know that it was Jennifer Aniston? Did you know that it's Jen Aniston, this kid, Eli, who's not super famous, Harry Connick Jr.? Did you know fucking Vin Diesel is the Iron Giant? Did you know that? Did you know that fucking Shooter McGavin is Kent Mansley, the villain? It's a cartoon. What the fuck? It's really good. Tordai, if you've never seen The Iron Giant, you need to watch it, dude. It's really good. Vin Diesel it's his second deepest role. Yeah, Vin Diesel is the voice of the Iron Giant, just like he's the voice of Groot. He's good at playing giant creatures. Indeed, he is. Yeah, definitely go check out the Iron Giant. What else is on this list? Blair Witch Project, Office Space, and Galaxy Quest. The Blair Witch Project was a fucking hit, dude. And it was so iconic. If you guys had to guess, the Blair Witch Project, which is like a found footage movie, and Finger and Fifth Element, allegedly. Is that true? Blair Witch Project, found footage, tells the tale of 3 film students who've traveled to a small town to collect a documentary footage about the Blair Witch, a legendary local murderer. Over the course of several days, the students interview townspeople and gather clues to support the tale's veracity. People thought the Blair Witch Project was real. People thought this movie, the found footage from it, they thought it was like real footage that they really found. That was part of the gimmick to sell the movie. Because people thought that, like, it's literally like a chick being like, oh my God, I'm so scared. People thought it was like a real thing, but it's all written and staged, which is pretty crazy. 86%. So not quite 99 or 100, but this movie did incredibly well. It's like a mock documentary. It's not a mockumentary because it's like not, it's not a comedy. Yeah, this was a whole thing. None of these people really became famous. They were all fucking nobody, and they mostly stayed nobodies. But man, yeah, the fans don't like it. I don't know what that's about. All right, Office Space has to be in the 90s, right? Again, Jennifer Aniston, 2 movies this year. Plus, she was on Friends at the time. You didn't think it was real, Rob? Keep it real, bro. I didn't see it, Spiegel, at the time. I didn't see it. I didn't see it until way later, until it was already public knowledge that it was fake. I was too young. Like, I could have probably seen it. Like, it wasn't, like, against the rules. But I just, like, man, I told you, I don't like horror. I'd never really been a big horror guy. Especially when I was a little kid. I was not interested in watching horror movies. The only horror movie I remember liking when I was a kid was Scream, and it scared the shit out of me. But I liked it because it had actors in it that I really liked. Like, I always had a crush on Rose McGowan. I love Jamie Kennedy. I love Matthew Lillard. Skeet Ulrich is great. When did people find out it was fake? Not long after it came out. Like a month or two, maybe at most. But it was like for the first couple of weeks or like a month or something like that it was out. Everybody was like, oh shit, this is like a real thing. But yeah, it turned out it wasn't a real documentary. Because it's like also people like die in it. Or like you think they die, whatever. But it's like, how did we get the footage? How did it get turned into a movie? Office Space is only at 82? That's a shame. This movie's incredible. You thought it was real too? Yeah, like I was just saying, I didn't see it, so I didn't know. By the time I saw it, I already knew it was real. I just heard the movie was out and that everyone thought it was real. I remember that, though. I remember when it happened. Like a couple months because they were doing public appearances. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Office Space is amazing. It makes sense that this popcorn meter is at 93. And it kind of makes sense that the tomato meter would be lower, but 82 is too low. 88 minimum. Office Space is genius. Mike Judge. King of the Hill, Idiocracy, Mike Judge. Come on, Beavis and Butthead, Mike Judge. Office Space. Come on, man. What else we got? What was the other one? There was one more. Oh, Galaxy Quest. I'm very curious about this. My guess, before I even type it in, my guess for Galaxy Quest is that the audience puts this at 80 and critics put it at 50. They were on MTV Spring Break. That makes sense. Didn't Office Space get its legs on video? Yeah, for sure. It was a DVD VHS success. Galaxy Quest with the great Tim Allen. Whoa. I was not correct. Comedy Central used to play the shit out of Office Space. That's true. I was not correct about this. Let me make this abundantly clear. I love this movie. I love Missy Pyle. I love Tony Shalhoub. I love Tim Allen. I love Alan Rickman. I love, he's not in this picture, but Enrico Colantani. I love Sigourney Weaver. I love Sam Rockwell. I love Justin Long, Rainn Wilson. There's like a million people in this movie, and they're all perfect. What was my guess? I said 80% audience, 30% or 50%. I said 50% critic. Look at this shit. What? I'm flabbergasted. My wife did not like this movie. My wife would think this is insane. I think this is correct. I think this is I think 90 is right on the fucking money. But I cannot believe critics think that. What do the reviews say? Galaxy Quest is as funny, as entertaining as it was 25 years ago. Oh no, I don't want to. I want to read ones from then. Hilarious, fast, funny, fresh, fun for the whole family. These are still like 2005. I want to go back. I want to go all the way back. Take me back, take me back. 99. Here we go. It's a clever premise, but not one that lends itself to an hour and 42 minutes of hijinks. See, that's a fair argument, but you're wrong. It'll beam you way, way up. Atlanta Journal. New York Magazine said the drolleries take precedent over the special effects. This movie's cast is delightful. The Orlando Sentinel says the premise is the best thing about the movie, but it's such a dandy premise that it's almost enough. It's silly and even stupid, but the sci-fi spoof Galaxy Quest is also really funny. There's a surprising amount of affection in the satire. Star Trek nerddom gets affectionate homage. CultureVulture.net said an agreeable time killer of a movie. Galaxy Quest has both a story and a backstory, which is rare for this kind of romp. That's a really good point. That's well put, Peter Howell of the Toronto Star in 1999. It's a sci-fi film, it's an action picture, it's a comedy, and surprisingly, it works. Man, I am shocked to see the critics bringing this in. I like this right here. Before Tropic Thunder, there came this clever and satisfying spoof of Star Trek and its enduring fan phenomenon. Man, I can't believe this has fucking 90. This is one of the highest rated movies we've seen on this watch through that we've done, this deep dive. Oh, the last thing is South Park. The South Park movie, which won an Oscar, but it was for music. South Park bigger, longer, and uncut. Like a dick. What do we think? I'm just going to go to it because we got to wrap it up soon. 81%. And 88 for the popcorn. I mean, this is kind of like... this makes sense to me. This is exactly what you would think. 81, 88. Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. She's a mean old bitch. She's got super hair. She's a big bitch. Man, I'll never forget that song. I think about it all the time. This is the first movie, quick story, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. When I was growing up, I was allowed to watch like whatever the fuck I wanted. If people got naked in the movie or TV show, I was supposed to cover my eyes. That was it. I never had to cover my ears. I almost never had to leave the room. I could watch rated R, whatever. It just wasn't a problem. The thing was, my parents just wanted to sit next to me and watch it with me if it was inappropriate. Like if it was kind of over my head, they'd be like, yo, we have to watch it with us. But other than that, and then by the time I was like 10, I could watch whatever I wanted. I loved this show, and my mom hated it. When it first came out, 97. I loved South Park. Thought it was so funny. Violence was okay too. No problem. Not a problem. My favorite movie when I was like 7 years old was Speed. Keanu Reeves. Still one of my favorite movies. I loved South Park. My mom hated South Park. Did not want it on. I was allowed to watch it, but I couldn't watch it in front of her. I had to like go to my room and watch it. And then I wanted to go see this movie, but it was rated R. And I was only like 11, 12. I really wanted to go. And my mom was like, ugh, fine. I'll take you because I love you, but I really don't want to go to this movie. And we're standing in line for this movie. And we get up to the front to buy our tickets, right? And the guy looks at me And then he looks at Mama, fuck this guy forever. Whoever you are, if you ever see this, fuck you. My mom gets up to the ticket booth and goes to South Park. And he looks at me and he looks at my mom and he goes, you know, there's a penis. And she goes, what? He goes, yeah, it's like a real penis in the movie. Like there's male genitalia in the movie. And my mom goes, it's animated. And he goes, nah, it's a real penis. Because there is a bit where Saddam Hussein has like a fake dildo looking dick thing. And it's such a stupid joke. And it's like for 2 seconds. But man, my mom was like, nope. And we didn't go fucking see it. And I wasn't allowed to see the movie because my mom was like, I don't want to go see a dick. I don't want to see it. I already don't want to see this movie. And now I really don't want to see it. And I was so pissed. Like, there's only like 2 times in my life I remember being mad at my mom. And both times were because I couldn't see a movie. That was the first time. And then when I was in high school and I lived in Manhattan and I lived in New York with my mom and I wanted to go see a movie, I was like 16 and I wanted to go see a movie with my friend Will. And it was just late. And I had to walk, you know, through the streets of Manhattan, like to see a movie at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I was only 16 and my mom didn't want me walking through New York by myself that late at night. And so she wouldn't let me go. And I was so pissed. I called my dad. They were divorced at the time. And I was like, fucking mom won't let me go to the movies. It's the only 2 times I've ever been mad at her when I was like my whole childhood. And then later I went and saw South Park at my sister's house. South Park and GTA San Andreas gun sounds is a recipe to drive her crazy. That's right. And last ingredient to that Hayden Live is Dr. Dre's The Chronic. Not The Chronic. Next episode. What was that album? 2001? Was it called 2001? The one that has like Forgot About Dre and Still Dre and Next Episode and... Is it called 2001? I think it was. My mom hated that album. God, I played it a lot. She was like, I don't want to hear him talking about sucking his dick anymore. It's always dick related. My mom was like, stop with all the dick stuff, okay? It wasn't even the weed stuff. It was like, he's always talking about suck my dick, suck my balls, and fucking fuck you, suck my dick. She was like, I hate it. Oh, man. Okay. This was a good one, folks. This was fun. I'm figuring this out, man. We're going to figure out fun shit to do with this. I also think we're going to start doing actual, like a trivia game that I'm working on that I found online that we can all play together. So that's going to be good. I'm also going to have some nights where I like tell some stories about my days shooting TV shows and stuff. I have a couple of cool shows that I worked on that I've never really talked about how they worked and what they were. Oh, what up, TBs? We're just wrapping it up. You're here just in time. Please go back and watch it, though. And I'll tell you this. We're going to keep doing this. If you miss these streams on this channel, do us a favor. We're trying to get our watch hours in. Get a device, even if you don't have time to watch it, even if you're not interested, you don't want to watch it. If you don't get a chance, what up, Omar? Appreciate you.